Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Associated Guest. I, as always, am your host, Alfie Animus, here at the Bear in Mind channel. Uh, Good news, starting next week, I'm going to be doing a longer stream in the morning, and I am going to be starting a little earlier. Well, about an hour earlier. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to push for this. I'm going to try to be started by at least a quarter to 5. And we're going to do a more long form show, and then I'm going to work on the weekends to clip it out until I get better at clipping, and put the clips on struggling platforms like Rumble, because I have no way to stream on Rumble because I don't have any followers. So I'm gonna start clipping and actually start doing some of the changes that I've been promising for months. Hey, good morning. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. You gave me the inspiration, you and the whole crew, with that backdrop. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. There is a new avatar, and it's this right here. I've been working on this for a little bit. It started off something completely different. I wanted something that was reminiscent of one of my favorite characters. I don't know the actor's real name off the top of my head. I think it's Mark Shepard. He played Badger in Firefly, the old TV show, and he also played he played the King of Hell in several seasons of Supernatural. But this is based off his look on that. As far as this is basically what I look like in anime form. But much cooler. Originally, I wanted something more wacky. I wanted the personage under the clothes to resemble more Ichigo's dad from Bleach, but bald and bearded like myself. And it came out a lot cooler than I intended. So yeah, there's that. But that's going to be the new avatar for all the channels. That is Alfie Animus incarnate. So yeah, one of many steps to actually start pushing the channel, the X account, and all the things. So it's a new day, ladies and gentlemen. July is here. Pride Month is over. It's time to think about freedom and the future. So special thanks to Amit Yanuka for giving me the inspiration to actually push forward on that. I appreciate it. It's amazing where we find inspiration. But let's get into today's topics. We've got people who don't understand how laws work. Imagine that they're Democrat.
Why?
I want to put that on a T-shirt. And imagine that they're
I really
Democrat.
want you to start asking, why? Any leftist arguments that you hear, prepare for the explanation. Prepare for the most likely, case that they make or counter arguments to your position. You will be surprised. I would wager anywhere from 30 to 50% of the time, if you just say, why? They don't have an answer. And we'll go through that here with this segment. So right now, a lot of...
And not even so much that, and you'll see it coming up later, because I skimmed this particular one. I was kind of half listening to it when I was at my real job. But yeah, like, people will say all the stupidest things. They'll be like, oh, well, Melania Trump wasn't a citizen when she gave birth to her kids, so Trump or Trump's earlier wife wasn't a citizen when she gave birth to her kids, so her kids will be unnaturalized. That's not how that works. For first thing, Trump was a citizen the whole time. You don't understand what you're talking about. And this is what TikTok does to you. People only know what they see on TikTok feeds, otherwise known as headline readers. They don't go into the story, which is funny because a lot of the time people will mislead you with the header and then have the truth sprinkled in somewhere around paragraph 4.
People are sounding off, right? The birthright citizenship ruling. We covered it yesterday. Not happy about it. And people on the left saying, no, this is actually, this is good for us. An illegal Somali, for example, on welfare here in the United States, in Minneapolis, perhaps taking part in daycare fraud, pops out a kid.
Any other kind?
And they're actually more American than you. Did you know that? Because they're actually our greatest strength. Here, in case you want to clarify this, these are the people, and I'm using this clip because it's gone viral, but also because These are children who you naturally want to be sympathetic toward. But I think that it'll turn your stomach. Here are some Somali American children letting you know how they've been raised.
Somalia is the best.
Hey, go live there. What do you want to say?
Pause.
And see, this is the thing. These, if it's so good, why aren't you there? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to be proud of where you're from, or miss where you're from, or love where you're from, even. But you left for a reason. Now, whether that was because your parents forced you to go with them when they moved to a better place, or whether it's because you moved to a better place. Okay? It's okay to admit that where you're from isn't the best, or is even a shithole. As someone from the Bible Belt in America, from Arkansas, I can admit that while my place is, where I'm from, is beautiful and used to be fairly cheap to live, there's nothing there. Because city councils in a lot of these cities have forbade any kind of modernization. They've forbade any kind of real jobs to move into the community. And this is one of the reasons why I'll never like anyone who's ever been on a city council ever. Whether it's Democrat or conservative, they only serve their own interest. A lot of them don't serve the interest of the people, and the ones that do are very quickly removed through one way or another. They won't do anything to support the community, but they'll rebuild the church that they themselves is the pastor of, because that rebuilds the community in their opinion. Hey, good morning, Evil Sizer. But again, like I said, me personally, I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican. If you're a piece of shit, I'm going to call you out for it. There just happens to be a lot more piece of shittery going on the left at current moment.
Why?
And I don't want anyone to think that I have anything against religious people or anything like that. I don't. And yes, I do think it's important, and it does help build the community. Except for evangelists.
Because you need strippers.
That's it. There is no answer.
Yeah.
Somalia is the best. Why?
Exactly. Why?
Anyone. Hey,
Hey,
anyone make the
shapeshifter.
case that Somalia is the best at anything, ever? Any point throughout human history, when has Somalia been the best at anything?
It's good at getting people to move out.
Shoplifting during COVID.
There you go. But that would be Somalian American, so it wouldn't.
Yeah, it's Somali Americans. They're on a different level.
Welfare fraud. There you go. That's Somali American.
Somali Americans.
though.
Well, to be fair, they are sending it back to people in Somalia, who I'm sure are the ringleaders, the people who won't get caught or arrested here in America. So that still counts.
Man.
God, look at me. I'm defending Gerald.
Even if someone says, I'm proud to be Somalian. Oh, why? Try it. Let's continue.
Because they love bananas and rice.
Somalia is the best. Somalia is the best thing in the world. We love Somalia. We don't care what you think about us.
Okay, go back.
There you go.
See, and this is one thing. These parents are activists, and I'm not a fan of any parents involving their kids in their activism. Okay, these are the same people who consider it grooming to teach your kids about your religion. Okay, and yes, some people take it too far. Some people scare the shit out of their kids, mostly former drug addicts who are now religious, scare the shit out of their kids to the point where they're terrified to do anything because they're afraid that they'll go to hell. All three are here today. No, exactly. Everyone's here. The whole crew is here, plus whoever the fourth guy is. Oh, never mind. He's gone. But no, this is the thing that drives me crazy. And like I said, anyone who does this, who teaches their kids about their activism, which is why I feel for Greta Thunberg. She's never been allowed to know anything else. These kids have never been allowed to know anything else. That crazy lady at the Austin Metcalf Carmelo Anthony trial, all her kids never had a chance to know anything because they're being raised by crazy people who only want their kids as little extensions and avatars of themselves. Indeed we are. That's when you know. Hell yeah. Rolling deep. Oh.
In the world. Donald Trump does not judge us.
Oh my.
Okay, first of all, that wasn't a sentence. Secondly, stop telling your kids to say this, okay? kids this young should not, they should barely know who the president is, let alone your opinion of them, okay?
My God.
Donald Trump is not judge us.
Where
So-
do you find that, Steve? Where do you find this?
Hey, real quick, shapeshifter, Yanuka and I did something yesterday. It's my new avatar, and that's his avatar over here on X. I say, everyone who responded to your thing, we should start our own, like, Vanos-style crew, but be a little nuxy, a little gamey, you know, whatever. Tell me about it. I hate when parents do that. Yeah, it's horrible. But yeah, no, we should start our own crew, like, all of us, and then the whole crew that responded on X. We should start our own half Vanos and half, like, Nux, Tectony, like, type of crew, just rolling deep. It's like 5 or 6 of us, all.
Around,
I'd have a
on
heart
it.
attack
I
if
know.
I had to play this.
I
How
have
do you
to
do
comb
it?
through it every morning, and it's a pride.
Where though? Where do you get it?
It's
Can
a
you tell me?
pride-swallowing siege. I will never tell you about it. But
I couldn't
you need
handle
to
it.
condition your kids. That's what. If these kids are being Somali is the best, and I see a lot of conservative Christian white suburban parents going, you know, I just hope that I hope I did my job and let them make their own decisions, let them draw their own conclusions. No. That time has passed. You need to be more proactive. You need to be sitting all of your children down going, hey, you're going to hear other kids say that X country is the best, Y country is the best. But let me
Yes,
tell
it
you
is,
why.
Evil Sizer.
Objectively, you can say that the United States is the best. You live in the best country in the world.
What? Well, that's cool. I'll support the shit out of y'all, of your already established crew.
And make sure your kids appreciate it, because you can't have every faction, every niche,
And I'm working on
every
making this
group of people,
an
every
actual
other
VTuber
tribe
avatar.
believing that something other than the United States of America is the best, being declared just as American as you, me, apple pie, while you sit back and go, I just hope that my kids make the right decisions. No, you need to teach them that. Let me give you another scenario while we're talking about birthright citizenship. Those people, just as American as all of us. Okay, Chinese wife of a CCP official travels to California,
No.
happens to have a kid, takes him back to Beijing.
Oh, yeah, Evil Sizer, you're working nights now, aren't you? This is your prime gaming time.
That kid and hundreds of thousands of other kids who grow into adults like them, they vote as California residents. They determine the future of your electorate. Glorified spies,
Mafia Daddy sounds cool.
to be clear. And thanks to the ruling yesterday, that's what people now accept as true. Which is also why it's pretty funny. President Trump congratulated Xi Jinping.
Yeah.
On Truth, he wrote, I would like to congratulate President Xi and the great country of China on their massive birthright citizenship win. President Donald J. Trump.
And this is, of course, because there's a massive, pregnancy tourism thing from starting in China. They send pregnant people here. They pop the babies out. They go back. And then next thing you know, I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll get a few more Bruce Lees out of it, because that's what happened with Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was born in America for some birthright tourism. And, yeah, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm very happy that we got a lot of those movies, because they led to even better movies with Jackie Chan, Jet Li, so on and so forth. But still, seems like cheating.
No other.
The left wouldn't even get that. It's so ironic.
No, they were very confused because they didn't
Yeah.
understand this idea
They don't-
of birth tourism. Luckily, I
Birth
would say
tourism,
President
that's
Xi
the
has
word.
agreed that mail-in voting from China is unethical. So on that, we can find some agreement. Oh, that seems like a switch.
Book of your birth today.
This is one of those that go, well, this is long-standing.
No.
Why? How does that make sense? How does it make
What?
sense?
Let me
Especially
see.
when we know that the system is being exploited. Now, if you ask these questions, don't worry. There are Democrats out there who will scream racist. Let's look at some of these reactions. You have
Yo, bro, I love it. Yo, that is awesome, dude. Oh my God, that's so cool. I want to make that my what's it? Not the profile picture, but the banner or whatever. That'd be awesome. Oh my God, that's so cool.
Delia Ramirez from Illinois saying, I am the proud daughter of Guatemalan immigrants.
Taste the
I am
regret.
a proud anchor baby, and I am an American. Well, I'm confused because didn't you say this?
Decir unas palabras en español porque yo soy guatemalteca con mucho orgullo, primero que soy americana.
See, and this is the thing that upsets me. If these people came here, Barry case zombies. No, it's just I'm terrified of chefs. Starting with oh God, like Bobby Flay and all that. Let's flay Bobby Flay. No, I'm sorry. But no, on stuff like this right here, back to business. I absolutely can't stand, like, if they move here and are proud to be here and are like a lot of my friends and coworkers to where they love America, they love where they're from, but they miss it, but they mostly miss it because their families are still there and they're trying to get them here and trying to live the American dream. People move here to live the American dream. They don't move here to make their own previous countries better. It makes no sense. But the fact that they're putting their countries of origins first should completely keep them out of any political runnings. You should not be able to put anyone above your constituents. And that's it. You should not be able to put anyone above your country.
Oh, Guatemalan before I'm an American. Sorry, I think you mispronounced gone. We'll also
Yes.
take deported.
Afuera.
How can someone who says, I am I'm first and foremost Guatemalan before American, how can they be just as American,
Guatemala.
let alone more American than you?
Dude, this is amazing. I love this.
Yeah, we've pulled off this social pressure, right? So we were talking about this in homosexuality. It wasn't that they didn't have the rights that they needed. It wasn't that if they did it in the privacy of their own home that people would kind of pretty much leave them alone. It was when they were out in public doing this, we're like, no, that's not our culture. That's not who we are. Dancing naked in front of kids, we're not going to allow that. That social pressure. We removed all of that from not only the homosexual LGBTQ issue, but also from this issue. Going, no, hold on. You don't wave the Guatemalan flag anymore. If Guatemala is playing like Mexico in a World Cup, fine, cheer for Guatemala. But
Yeah.
the minute that the USA walks out, you're pro-America, USA, USA, USA chants, and you're right there with us.
Yep.
That's what we used to do. We used to have that social pressure. Be a part of us. Leave the past behind you. We don't do that anymore because now it's seen as being, I guess, mean or cruel to people.
Yeah, assimilation is racist.
That's absolutely right.
See, it's
By
not.
the way, the World Cup.
You came here for a reason, Quango.
It is.
Shut
It's
up.
gay.
Neither one of you guys understand.
And by the way, just to be
Oh,
clear,
wait a minute. You're
While we're
defending
talking about
soccer, you big girl.
while we're talking about this case, of course, the left wants to legalize all illegal aliens, not just anchor babies, so they can get the votes. Keep in mind that swing state votes are determined by sometimes margins of a few thousand votes, 10,000 votes. Now take into account that 10% of all births in the United States annually are to non-citizens. That's now just been incentivized.
That's kind of
I
freaky.
don't know if you can hear that. That's a cottage industry growing rapidly.
100%.
Hey, now, it depends on what bag of Skittles it is. Stop waving the Skittles flag around. Are we talking purple bag? Because I'm here for the purple bag Skittles.
I like the idea of anchor babies, bunch of babies at the bottom of the ocean.
Whoa!
Damn.
Somali pirates are familiar with that.
I was not
If you
expecting
don't
that.
have metal, just use a baby, just as good.
10%.
I'm your
all
doctor
day.
now.
That is in.
That's disgusting.
You have Yasmin Ansari in Arizona, just as American as apple pie. If you're born in America, you're an American. Oh, it's that simple. Well, hold on a second.
Nah, not really.
J-Lo would like to have a word.
My take is you have to be born in New York to be a New Yorker. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
100%
I know everybody
agree.
wants to claim the city.
No, I know.
Everybody wants to claim our.
See, and people will say this about the town they're from or the state that they're from, but not the country. That's what's crazy. Because J-Lo will probably also say, "No, if you could be, you're American if you're born in America, but not in the Bronx. You're not from the Bronx if you're not born in the Bronx." I mean, come on.
City, but you have
That's
to
the
be
best she's
born
ever looked.
in New York. You have to be born in one of the 5 boroughs to be a New Yorker.
She has a lot of prerequisites you have to meet
There's one in
to be a New
Bronxville.
Yorker. Now let's apply it to the country. Now let's just replace America with any other country in the world. Japan, Ecuador, Congo.
New Jersey.
Yeah, any of them. Say this. Here's another crappy take.
I would
Ben
not be that
Shapiro
close to
put
my
this
friend's exposed
out
butt.
on YouTube. Not his crappy take, the response to it. He said the Supreme Court's ruling on birthright citizenship is a legal abomination. He's correct.
True.
Then Alp, Tucker Carlson's nicotine pouch company, based in India, reposted with an older post of Ben saying, "I'm sorry the Constitution is happening to you." So is Alp saying that this is constitutional? Is Alp saying
Yeah,
that,
apparently.
sorry, this is how it's supposed to be? I'm a little confused.
It seems like they're pro this ruling.
It seems America last. It seems anti-American almost. So
It
I don't
really
know. It's
does.
just a
More
crappy take
glazing
overall.
of China, it seems. I don't know. It's weird that Tucker keeps doing that.
Then we have a couple of others who responded to a post that I put on X regarding this ruling. We discussed it yesterday. One is, of course, Mehdi Hassan. So he responded to mine saying, Crowder is the son of a French-Canadian mother and grew up in Canada.
See, and this is where people don't understand. Yes, his mother is Canadian, but his father's American. Again. And this is going to make a lot of feminists angry. The patriarch of the family is American. And yes, they spent time in Canada. I don't care. Canadians are from Canada, not Canada. Anyway, but this is where they say the same thing about Trump's kids. They say the same thing about all these things. Yes, birthright citizenship. If it were to end, it would make things a little bit more complicated for the most part. But it would only really do it for birth tourism, and that's basically it. All you'd have to do is prove that at least one of your parents is a citizen and on their way to getting their citizenship, or at least be a green card holder, and then your kid being born in America. Like, this is dumb. Like, say you have a diplomat that comes to America, like, from whatever country, and, you know, they bring their family. They live here for the most part, off and on. Their wife gives birth to a kid here. That kid is not a citizen. I don't care. They should not be. I'm replacing that window if you wipe your two cheeks on it. No, I agree. We'll just we'll get a blowtorch and take out that piece. And I don't know if you can weld glass, but by God, I'm willing to try.
So,
Okay.
I was born in Detroit. For about 15 years of my life in Canada. I hate Canada. I've denounced my Canadian. I hate it. It's a silly place.
Yeah.
It's not a real country. America's the greatest country in the world. Now you go.
Yeah.
Is the United States the single greatest country in the world? And if so, why? What makes it great?
And what did your dad tell you?
The fact that I am
entire time
here.
you were in Canada.
The Maple
Told you
Leafs suck.
how amazing the United States was.
Yeah.
You guys were probably the most patriotic non-citizens in the world.
Well, I think there was a hit put out because all of a sudden some high-profile leftists and even
Yeah.
politicians were responding to me. Do you have the side-by-side?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I also got a response from our favorite
Oh, geez.
hair hat model, Shri Thanadar.
Orange
also
raised
professional,
eyebrows.
Indian Mickey Rourke lookalike.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, beautiful.
I'm just a broken down piece of meat.
Oh my God, it is
I
uncanny.
don't want you to hate me.
He wasn't even
This guy's ridiculous. How this guy got
Marlboro
elected to
Man,
anything,
that's
I'll never
me.
understand.
He wrote, Stephen Crowder grew up in Canada where he lived throughout his childhood and didn't move to America until he was an adult. He only moved to America when he was 18 as soon as legally possible, immediately. But because he was born in America, he enjoys the benefits of birthright citizenship. Instead of using that benefit to try to make our country better by mass importing migrants from third world shitholes, he uses racist rhetoric
Wait a
to
second,
try
is that
to
what he
deprive
said?
others of the benefits of birthright citizenship that
Oh,
he gets
oh,
to
Dido.
enjoy.
What the-
First off,
oh
it
my
doesn't
goodness.
apply to me. Also,
it doesn't.
you're a freak!
This is such a bad argument, too, from this guy. Such a bad, for both Mehdi Hassan and this guy. Because your dad was an American citizen. You were born here in the United States. And at some point, several years later, you guys moved and went to a different place and then came back. That's not the same as an illegal alien coming
But
here.
let us see here.
and
America
having a
is the best
child
country,
and that
but I
person
wouldn't want to
getting
live
American
anywhere but in
citizenship.
Israel. Well, yeah, but that's because you're from Israel and you love Israel. That's your country. Like I completely understand that. I mean, and again, it's okay. I'm like I'm not one of those guys. Like I am somewhat patriotic, and ironically, I didn't become patriotic until long after I left the military. I was still somewhat of a leftist when I was in the military, actually, and that's what started me on my journey. That and John Kerry being the worst Democratic candidate I've ever seen. But no, man, like, you're allowed to love where you're from. People who are French should fight for France to try to get their country back. People who are British should fight for Britain to try to get their country back. And again, especially if they love it. If they want to leave, I'm for that too, especially if they're coming here and they want to, be great Americans. I'm all for it. I'm all for people who want to leave, any country in Africa, the Middle East, Asia. I don't care. As long as they want to come here and live that American life, the American dream, and love America. And I don't care what they love America for. I don't care if it's diversity. I don't care if it's, just the feeling that you can pretty much say just about anything you want, so long as it doesn't get you fired from your job, and you'll be okay.
While that person was illegal, it's not the same as a temporary visa. Somebody just happens to be here. And it's certainly not the same as birth tourism that we're seeing from people in China going to Saipan. That is not the same thing as somebody's parents being here, being citizens, and then leaving and coming back.
It's so disgusting when you show those young Somali girls. What are they, 6 or 7?
Looks like that.
And the ideology's already driven into their head.
It's bad parents.
That's just disgusting.
Yeah.
Well, according to this man, the Indian Mickey Rourke, it's racist rhetoric to say, no, Somalia is worse. What if they say,
yeah, exactly,
it's
and
not
pay
racist for someone to say,
and pay taxes and come here and get a job and do the whole bit, of course.
well, Somalia is the best. And I go, no, Somalia is the worst.
They're the best at inbreeding.
There's nothing good. Somalia is the worst at almost everything. By every metric that matters, Somalia is the worst. That's considered ethnocentric, jingoistic, nationalistic, whatever term you want to use that day. Okay, I'll also tell you this. Hey, maybe I'm not using racist rhetoric to destroy the country. Maybe I watched a country like Canada, through no choice of mine, by the way, living there. It was meant to be temporary, and then we had family who got sick, and their healthcare system sucks. It's a whole long story, but
Yes, it is very horrible.
I always was raised to know and appreciate the United States of America. I saw it destroyed from multiculturalism and leftism. I watched it get destroyed. I've also buried relatives who would still have lived in the United States if they had access to, I guess you'd say, modern medical care compared to what we had in Canada in the 90s. So this is what the left does. They just question motive. And I don't even think they're questioning motive. They're hoping that you will question the motive. That's why they say they don't actually think it's racist. They don't think it's racist for someone to say this is the greatest country and other countries are third world crap holes. They don't think it's racist. They can't, because they're fine with people saying insert third world crap hole here is the greatest country in the world. Well, then the counter argument can't be racist. I love Clarence Thomas' dissent, his dissent on this. And I love Clarence Thomas because, first off, he's almost always on the right side of history.
Yeah.
Unlike Coney Barrett, who, I warned you.
Clarence
He just
Thomas
seems
is
to- I mean, you
one
can
of the
see
most
personality
based
changes as she gets older and
Supreme
more
Court
homeless and
justices
miserable.
there have ever been.
Thomas makes it really clear when he writes. It's straightforward, it's simple, to the point, and it's pretty hard to.
Oh, good. He
argue
is going to.
position.
He's going to
So he
play.
wrote,
Awesome.
blacks were entitled to citizenship because they were Americans. They had no other homeland, owed no allegiance to any foreign power, and were subject to no other authority. This is to counter-argue the left. I'm like, well, what about black Americans? There you go. He addressed it. That's done. Now he moves to the task at hand. Meanwhile,
Yes.
the court has repurposed the 14th Amendment to protect its own set of preferred rights that the Reconstruction Congress never contemplated. The court does so by recognizing a constitutional right to citizenship for the children of all foreign birth tourists and illegal aliens. Today's opinion devalues that citizenship.
Yep.
Based. Completely based.
I couldn't have put it any better.
Yeah.
Genuine.
He is genuinely one of the best Supreme Court justices there has ever been.
That's the winning argument here, because the guy, we talked about it yesterday, the senator who drafted the 14th Amendment, said, of course this doesn't apply to illegal aliens. He went as far as to say, and of course it doesn't apply to diplomats' children.
Of course it
They're
doesn't.
just here temporarily as a part of that
Boom.
person's job in this country.
Because why would it? Because they are beholden to another government. They work for said government. Why would that ever be a thing?
It doesn't count for them. That's not what we're talking about.
And by the way, when we're talking about this, just to sort of cut off at the pass, people saying that this is racially based. Well, it is to the left. Not to us. What we're talking about, it's a...
And other than homes for diplomats, ambassadors, and such, there should be no owned property in other countries, in any country. Unless we have a base built there. But we're the only ones that can do that. We protect the Western world. Anyway, sorry.
component. It's a component because this country was founded by white Anglo-Saxon male, right? WASPs. And so you need to be close enough to that through line if you want to maintain the same values and the same framework. For the same reason that you would have to have just as many Guatemalans, right? If you want it to remain Guatemala.
Guatemala.
So yeah, but it's not entirely racially based. Here's a video, and I want to contrast it with those Somali children. A child adopted.
It's not racial, but it is based.
From Vietnam looks like Christian conservative parents, special needs kid, as I understand it, who adores this country, and I would say is American. Those Somali children are not. See if you can guess why.
Today, I celebrate my dad. Thank you, America.
What the fuck?
We love Somalia. I love Somalia. Somalia is the best.
See, that's so damn sweet.
Somalia is the best thing in the world.
While they're eating a delicious treat that they would never get in that country. My God, you see that dude's arms? Did they take a picture of him after he fell down the stairs? I got my Korean buddy a China hat once.
One of those kids is American. The others aren't. We draft one, not the other. And it's the fault of the parents. So be a parent. The left believes that that really can be reduced to popping out a child on a piece of land. Make sure that your kids know that's not what it is. That's the difference. And you can say racist if you want. Take a million more kids like that. Oh,
okay, this next one we're not going to watch the whole bit.
Have climbed the top of the Empire State Building and are
oh my God,
a flag
that's not the flag they
in order
flew.
to tell the world a message, and also make some memes. This is sadly a meme.
Yeah, this is a
the
meme.
most cliche and pointless message you will ever read.
It really is.
Here we go.
And from what I hear, they're Russian.
On top of the Empire State Building in New York.
Hold on. F Somalia only. No, Somaliland seems very, very awesome. And they should look at the people from Somalia and say, "We are Somalia now." But anyway.
New York, the banner, the skyscraper's antenna. And they're dirty communists, in case you're wondering if this is some type of metaphor.
Pretty
for
sure they're
the
Russian
takeover
too,
of
from what
New
I've
York
heard.
City, capitalism and the empire itself. You're right. This is what this is. When the power of love beats the love of power, the world knows peace.
It's the most. It's the most bullshit bumper sticker. Say nothing, and feel like you've said something statement ever. Because a lot of these people, they only love people who agree with them. The only way that this statement makes any sense and means anything is if you love the people that you disagree with. And you won't find that on the left. You will only find death threats and insanity. And again, as someone who's been on the far left and has seen... I still have a lot of my old contacts with the Antifa-type groups. And a lot of old friends who, despite my disagreements with them, they will still sit down and have conversations with me and I can't give up on them because a few of them, despite their beliefs, have been really good to me at some point in my life when I was lower than I've been. And those people specifically, I can't turn my back on, no matter how heinous their beliefs. I will be the Professor X to their Magneto. I just can't. What's going on here? Are they on a tower? That is the Empire State Building that they're on, Shapeshifter.
Because two dirty Marxists are up on top of the Empire State Building. There you go. As of now, it's unclear if the pair reached the top of the building, because there's a lot of security between the top of the Empire State Building. We found this out in King Kong, actually. I think it was a documentary.
Jesus.
Once. The movie theater. Their dirty communist flag, some type of scaling tool, I guess. Man and a woman. And quite the shot, ladies and gentlemen. When the power of love beats the power of the world. The Empire State Building, what power are you talking about here exactly? Two protesters climbed the top. How'd they even get up there? First responders are going to have to drag these degenerates off the spire.
With a flag and apparently a drone.
Is way up in the sky. And the two people are dressed in all black, and they are wearing
communists.
masks.
They're communists.
They appear to be a man and woman duo, but that's hard to tell from the ground. So with our drone or helicopter here, we can see them better. We've reached out to the New York Police Department to see what's happening on the ground. So, I mean...
What is it? Exactly.
No, exactly, and they have no safety gear.
People, here we go. Oh, okay, so now we have, like, the full picture here. Oh, what is this? Oh, they got engaged. Is she wearing a Batman cowl? Oh, no. Is she wearing like a cat?
I mean, no, don't get me wrong. I've no problem with climbing, but I'm
everything, man. Liberal white women.
Agreed.
Liberal white women.
Liberal
destroying
crackers.
Everything. So I guess they get married now. So they fly a communist flag. Are they even going to be prosecuted in Zorhan Mandami's New York? I don't think so.
They made it down.
Wearing a Batman cowl.
They were arrested.
And now he's telling her to
jump.
Kneel before him. Oh wait, he kneels before her, and they get engaged. Wow. Anyone can do it.
Would have been crazy if she backstepped in amazement and went.
I mean, like they'll spend some significant time in prison for this, no doubt. Imagine taking your doing this, and for what?
She'll get out. She'll be a fat buff lesbian.
For an ideology.
So will he.
100 million people in this century.
It's a proposal. It's an elaborate one, and I hope she said yes. But it is
not that it matters.
And in their arrest.
Aaron, I hope this is.
I mean, I guess it's like a Romeo and Juliet story, right? Like you get, you go. What or who are they? What happens next exactly? Imagine risking your life to display a flag with a cornball millennial cringe.
Yeah.
Climbers have descended from the top of the Empire State Building. Oh, they're coming down.
Yeah, like fucking those people that put like "Eat, Pray, Love" little placards on their walls as decoration, and they put a bunch of slogans that they don't live by on their walls.
A crazy angle right here. This is a crazy angle.
And not because they're imperfect, but because they're just cringe and posers.
With the people down below. That's wild. I'd get the heebie-jeebies. I don't have a huge fear of heights.
I mean, I'm kind of shitting myself just seeing this.
I'd be worried. So there's got to be some type of professional climbers, right? In case you're wondering whether New York City is prepared to stop another terrorist attack, now we know.
Yeah, exactly.
Finally figured out what the signs are.
Yes, get married at the spot you'd most likely
looks like they'll be married in jail.
do you part.
The two people are now in custody.
Till death do us part.
With federal charges.
One of them pushes the other one. I'm single again. Oh, behave. I like that one.
Man Haynes' strange flag atop the Empire State Building. The liberals will do anything besides
the memes on this.
Angela Nikalu.
God, look how high they are. Fuck you.
Whoa. So wait a second, you were posting the whole time? You climbed this whole thing in some Yeezys? Is that what he's wearing? Wearing Yeezys? Not a bad diamond either.
She climbed in those fucking nails. Ladies.
Who are they exactly? A couple has been identified as Angela Nakaulu and
Yvonne
Ivan Birkus. So, what are they? The couple released a Netflix documentary in 2024 called Skywalkers, A Love Story. They found love thousands of feet in the sky, scaling the world's tallest buildings. So here they are. Well, that's interesting. So
I mean, he looks like Aaron Paul with all. Well, no, he looks like
aren't you gonna go to jail for a long time?
like someone took
Presumably, you go to
aspects of Aaron Paul and Shovelface from the Twilight movies.
I don't know. Ever getting arrested for the sake of conveying some cliche, pointless Hallmark greeting card slogan message of all time. Okay, so we asked AI for what these two could be facing. And
I'm curious.
New York Administrative Code, climbing, attempting to climb, or suspending yourself from an exterior structure 50 feet tall.
1 year in jail, $1,000 fine. Slap on the wrist. They'll probably get all of it.
Class A misdemeanor, 1 year in jail.
Like Mamdani will just let these people out. Because why would you arrest people for this when you don't arrest people for burning down the synagogues and churches? And her name is close to what the same. Really? Interesting.
A fine of $1,000, fine and jail. Additional charges could include criminal trespass, reckless endangerment, disorderly conduct, potentially more of it disrupting operations, endangering people, or involving property damage. Climbers are routinely arrested. Recent in the past, Empire State Building spire results in custody, outcomes ranging from fines and plea deals to jail time, depending on circumstances. Police and emergency responders treat this as high-risk incidents. Helicopters and specialized teams don't do it.
Yeah, so don't do it. But let's get on to more Call Her Daddy bullshit.
It's not really the loss on me that there are quite a few commentators, hosts out there who are tone deaf. And a lot of them are insulated from some of the hardships that you may run into. Many Americans are, and I get it. Gas prices are high for young Americans. The prospects of future employment can be kind of harrowing. They look a little bit bleak. I get it. And we do need to have a dialogue about that. But I will ask you to consider something. The problems, the plight that is faced by black actresses and black athletes in the United States. It's time for Call Me Daddy.
Oh, he shoots threes on and off the court. And I'm like,
professional
don't
porn.
love your job, job your love.
And our bodies.
Oh, okay.
It's because of male.
See, this is why she looks like the Little Mermaid, but with regular spaced eyes, because it's her sister. So this is the Black Little Mermaid's sister, Chloe.
Can you off enough? So the latest Call Me Daddy installment went up this morning like at 5 a.m.
Call her daddy.
A couple thousand plays, which tells you that even the host, Alex Cooper, was like, this is crap.
This is my worst work.
So had the guest Chloe Bailey on.
Oh, I went back and looked off screen, so to protect any kind of anonymity you might have. But good to know your real nickname, Shapeshifter, and one of two potential real names.
And this is basically a one giant installment berating men, berating white people, the United States, and praising things that are unworthy of praise. But Chloe Bailey decided to take some time to let us know that female sexuality, particularly of the black variety, is threatening. And the reason it's threatening is because it prevents control.
I wonder if you have any just like opinion or take now of where you're sitting and looking back on yourself, like.
I don't understand why this woman's podcast is so popular. It's some of the most retarded dreck. I've tried to listen to a couple of them, just because it's so popular. It's fucking terrible, man.
Why do you think people are so uncomfortable when a woman, especially a black woman, is so confident in who she is as a person and her sexuality?
Because there's too much power in that. You can control people.
No, what there's too much of is what is these big ass earrings and this jacket. Like, she's not wearing pants, but she's wearing this big extra poofy, like her daddy's jacket on Call Her Daddy.
Special they are. You can keep them trapped in that box.
Okay, pause. Just to be clear, that part, fact check true. It actually really is very easy to trap a special person in a box.
Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now.
What the fuck?
God, that looked good.
That worked for me. I'm going to ride the short bus.
So close.
God, I'd fall for
Cena?
that trap.
Pizza?
I'm hungry now.
Yeah, exactly right. Okay, here she goes on to say other stupid stuff.
It's so true. It's like there's two. They don't want us to recognize our worth, because once we do, I saw something where people are like, oh my God, the older women get, although they're devaluing us, we actually only become more cognizant of like who we are and what we want. And
Do you though?
They act like we're only worthy at 18 and 19 and 20, when really they know that's just when we're the most vulnerable and the brink of it, right?
No.
And so to hear you lean into your success and
Then why would you do that to your lips if you're so secure with who you are?
your power in that moment, and to see it go platinum.
Why don't you lean into a ceiling
that's
fan?
so rewarding. and so
to think about.
It's incredible.
Thank you.
She'd have to be really tall.
I know. Bad one. Oh, really?
Probably. Most people in Hollywood are lesbian, are gay.
Sounded funny.
Here's the problem. You know, first off, there are no good female role models in mainstream content creation right now. And I would also say in mostly mainstream Hollywood. There are only bad ones, and then there are sometimes disingenuous ones, sometimes better ones who justify or who make excuses for the bad ones. That's a big problem. Say what you want about Andrew Tate, and rightfully so, criticisms, I get it. He was a world champion kickboxer. Say what you want about Joe Rogan, I disagree with him on something, I get it. He also was a world-class athlete and started a podcast when the medium didn't exist. He was the first mover. He was a pioneer. All of these people on the right, even the ones who you think are the worst in the red pill sphere, whatever you want to call it, they have something to offer. That's not really the case in the female podcast.
It's really not.
The other problem is they constantly lie to each other. They lie to each other in a way that men don't. Because, they're trying to devalue us, that say we're only worth something at 18 and at 20. First off, here's what I think she means to say. She's exaggerating, right, because that's the way that she thinks. She means to say that there are people out there who are trying to communicate to women that you are most attractive, that you are most valuable in the dating marketplace as a woman in your fertile years in the 20s. So let's just assume that she articulated that correctly. Okay, that is correct. If you are actually saying, is this an observable fact? Do men think this way? Yes. And instead she goes, except the opposite of that, right? And when really we're at our best in our 30s and 40s. It's not true. I remember my dad telling me, we're late bloomers in our family. He said, hey man, just so you know, you're gonna have your time. It's gonna be rough until then. You're not gonna shave probably until you're 17, and then as you grow up, you're gonna fill into your frame. Really 30s and 40s is when you're gonna come into your own. Those were the best years of my life. It's honest. This woman will tell another woman, and they'll agree, and they'll tell you, women watching, no, really, that's just not true. You're actually not more attractive. You don't have a better chance of finding the right man in your 20s. You're just learning yourself. You should wait. You're really at your best in your 30s and 40s, and it's too late.
Yeah.
Women lie to each other, and then even the good women don't call other women on it. That's what I see every time I watch the show. Also,
Which is why people don't like being my friend. Because I'm a much better friend to my friends than they are to themselves or me. I will always give you the option. Do you want me to tell you the truth, or do you want me to make you feel better? Or at the very least, I'll wait to tell the truth until they're done crying, because they're going to cry again. But I would, and it's not that I'm judgy. I just want what's best for them. And I wish I had a friend who would do the same for me, who would be like, you gotta stop seeing these crazy bitches, right? Like that's all. And I'll be like, there's so much fun though. I know, but it's bad.
It's just horrible.
It is very horrible, but it's also always about this your power and discovering yourself.
right.
And it's like, what do you mean discovering yourself?
Right.
I don't know. How long does it take to figure out who you are as a person? Because we're talking into the 20s here. Like, of course.
No, exactly. Women hate women. Because most of the time, especially now, guys lately, like there's a few people leftovers, like your clavicular types, who are basically holdovers from guys who want women all made up and plastic surgerized, who are literally just, and anyone who likes a woman like that are literally just on the cusp of being okay with trans women, in my opinion. Because people who have had plastic surgery, especially more than just, a little thing here or there. I mean, all people who have had extensive plastic surgery look alike, male or female. I don't care. It's gross either way. And I'm not talking about reconstructive like you were in an accident. I'm talking about I hate my face because society, and especially other women at the top of these companies, convince women to hate themselves. And that's literally what the trans movement has become. It's mostly just to get women to hate their bodies, and you have to love who you are by cutting off parts of who you are.
Of course you can evolve as a human being, but you have no idea. It's also that God gave you a superpower as a woman. And it has an expiration date. And I don't mean that, like any degrading kind of way. It just means that we all age, okay? That happens. That's a fact, right?
Yes.
It just is. And you're spitting in the face of God saying, no,
right.
I don't want the superpower that you gave me that will lead to the most fulfillment that you've ever had in your life. I'm going to wait until it's too late to do any of that. And when men go, we actually don't want what you have.
Hold on. And speaking real quick, so long story. So, Nadakura Toriyama said, what do you think caused Blizzard's downfall? How I got my dream job at Blizzard Entertainment with zero gaming experience or connections. And then this guy posted 343D34D Industries. Flash posted this. Now you know how Halo turned to shit because of this. So, I posted, hey Grok turned 343 into 304. I wish they had done the version of 4 that looks like an H when you turn it upside down, but you get the point. If women actually gave a shit about each other, why would they lie about SA on top of that? Why aren't you caring about Muslim women? No, exactly. Or they'll put out stupid-ass memes like that one that says, if you're okay with this nun here and you're not okay with this woman who's forced to wear a burqa, then maybe... you being a racist is the problem. The difference is Christians don't force people to become nuns. Being a nun is a choice, which is why there are so few of them. The Penguin Brigade. Whereas Islam, depending on what country you're from, forces its women to wear the burqas so men won't be inclined to rape them. I mean, it's just the facts on the ground. I'm just saying.
Now.
And how do you spend that long figuring yourself out, and then you're in your 30s and 40s on a podcast just talking about
like
sex
the hip
and
deep.
hair?
Get those clan of hens out of the gaming industry. I agree.
But they want everybody else to go on it so they can feel like I.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to click that.
Did the right thing.
Do you think that fertility matters at all? Do you think that
yes.
Do you think that plays a role in biological attraction? Do you think it plays a role in starting a family? Okay. Age is kryptonite to fertility. That's a fact. It would be like Superman saying, a lot of people say that I'm actually at my worst with kryptonite, but what they don't know is actually I'm at my best with kryptonite. What the hell are you talking about, Clark?
That makes sense.
And why does everyone...
That's why I use these kryptonite suppositories.
Everyone have kryptonite.
Patrice O'Neill had a great quote about how women age. Kind of profane, can I say it?
Well, sure, it's Patrice.
Yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't expect anything else.
He goes, pussy don't age like wine and age like bread.
Jeez.
What do you mean? That's a brilliant quote. That should be on his headstone.
Going back to not...
I mean, it might be.
Let's go back to this Chloe dame, and I use that term loosely. She also lamented that she and her sister would need to style their hair, and this is a common thing that they... in a less black way to get roles, because that's what casting agents are looking for. I want a black chick, but I want white hair.
I mean, and I can see Hollywood saying that, but that's literally the people who are kissing your ass now that were telling you that. That is not the mainstream. Me personally, it drives me crazy when black women wear a bunch of wigs or weaves or whatever. Just let you do your natural hair, do some braids. You know what I'm saying? Let your hair grow out. Get that afro going. Do whatever you got to do. Be you. Love yourself. Love who you are. Love whatever imperfections you got. Do all the things that feminists say to do, but actually do them. Okay? Well, not all the things, but the main ones. The second wave feminists. The love yourself as you are. But at the same time, better yourself. You should not go lopping off parts of your body or changing parts of your body that you really shouldn't have to, for any reason. Nobody has ever, no person ever didn't watch a movie because a black woman had an afro or braids or what the fuck ever. Okay? Nobody. But casting agents acted that way because they were racist, not because audiences were racist. Okay? Get it straight.
Go for your looks or your... Yeah, I mean, we're two black girls with locks in the industry. It's not... I mean, now it's becoming more mainstream, and I'm really happy to see that. I
mean, you still have very short hair, probably. You have braids leading up to a fake-ass wig bun that's wrapped around your regular black girl hair. Wearing a pajama suit jacket thing, this is bothering me. I'm sorry, this is bothering the fuck out of me.
You have half a jacket on.
And this right here is so true.
Short little locks. Like, I remember sometimes being in school, like...
She's like a relief pitcher keeping her arm warm.
I was 4, and we had to do a self-portrait. And I drew myself like I had, like, this straight ponytail. And I'm like, Chloe, now I can laugh at it, but it's funny how we see ourselves when we look at our friends, and we're like, that's what I'm supposed to look like. So we definitely have to pull our self-confidence from inside, because it wasn't that accepted. And even like when we would go on auditions when we were younger in Atlanta, our acting agents would be like, oh, you know, you might get more roles if you have regular hair. I remember I went through a time.
I mean, and don't forget that time that her sister powdered her skin white to get this movie role. Oh, I'm just kidding. That's the alien thing from the movie Splice. But the eye gap is about the same. Right there. All right, I'm putting it away. I'm sorry.
I think maybe
we want video games, not a glitter glamour dress up commercial. I agree.
Different ways. I was like, I want to get rid of my hair. Like, I want to switch it up. But then I got introduced to wrapping my locks because I won't ever dye it because it'll kind of break them off. And like adding hair and things like that. And I love my locks. I'll never change them.
Oh, well, first of all,
but you have, because you have a regular bun. That's not your hair. I'm pretty good at spotting wigs. There's a couple people at work that wear them all the time. Yeah, you could tell. Everyone knows. Okay, everyone knows. Especially when your hair goes from being down to your ass to short and then long again within a couple of weeks.
Sorry you had to go through that because
oh
you're
my
right.
Oh my God, I am so sorry, sister.
Kids your same age. I cannot imagine being in a position where you are authentically showing up as yourself and you are being judged for something that is just who you are.
So she had to change her hair
are those
to be
big,
more white.
stupid, inflated lips who you really are? Call her daddy host? The white girl? I didn't say that to the black. Oh my God.
Hey.
Not gonna lie. I'm still down. Anyway.
Hulk Hogan.
A riffraff.
It's a real American.
An old Hulk. Hey, it's Tanika Franklin.
She's gonna electrocute herself with a kite.
Founding mother.
Think about this for a second. They say our self-confidence has to be found within. You don't believe that. What? You don't believe that?
The girl looks the same color palette as your hairbrush.
Makeup, professional hair, Botox, every type of cosmetic procedure you can, filter. You don't believe that. If you believe that your confidence was found internally, you would...
Speaking of delusion, do you remember the time a guy went on one of those talent competitions for dancing and did something like this and then clearly got laughed at and and then said, shut up, y'all don't know nothing about dancing. Einstein look. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Einstein. Damn it, Yunuka, you stole my thunder. Nah, you guys are great. I love that we're all on the same wavelength here.
Show up without makeup.
Right.
You know what? You would show up, maybe let's even just allow this, looking your best naturally. You know, like 95% of men in podcasts. Your confidence doesn't come from within. You require other people's approval, especially in this industry, more than anyone. And she talks about this like, you know, this is what we had to do because it just wasn't cool. It wasn't cool growing up to be black. Are you shitting me? If nothing else, we all acknowledge that black people are cooler. For crying out, that has been the case since the 70s at least. And
they've literally been in control of the cultural zeitgeist since the mid-90s, early 2000s, at least. In movies, Video games have gone that way a lot with all the Def Jam games and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas being pretty much everyone's favorite, and and Grand Theft Auto 5 being everyone else's favorite. Let's face it. 4 is no one's favorite. It's good. I like it. I hate that it's the black sheep, but the driving mechanics are a bit off. It's cool that you can go see Cat Williams and Ricky Gervais in it. But what's the dance move? The crashing helicopter dance? Yes. Yes, it is.
A reminder for you. Black Americans, if they're not being cast, they're being shut out. Well, you're not seeing it in the representation. If you look at blacks as a population of the United States, anywhere from 13 to 14%. Leading films and streaming, 17%. Black players of the NBA make up 78%. Black NFL players, 54%. Let's go to the most comparable art form out there. And not the two is yapping, but stand-up comedy, meaning it's a creative art, right? It would be more in that realm as opposed to athletics. Okay?
Yes.
If you look at any list of top 10 comedians of all time from a legitimate publication, 4 guaranteed at minimum will be black. 4 out of 10, 40% will be, and rightfully so, by the way. Nobody complains about it though because it's a merit.
For me, it's more 6. Like they said earlier, Patrice O'Neal's up there, Dave Chappelle's up there. I would have, if it wasn't for all of his crappy Netflix specials, I probably would have put Kevin Hart up there. Chris Rock's definitely up there. Richard Pryor's one of the greats, and then other than that, it's probably like Robin Williams, George Carlin, Mitch Hedberg because I was a stoner.
Autocracy. You'll have Richard Pryor. You'll have Chris.
No,
Rock,
I love
Murphy,
GTA 4.
Chappelle. You'll have a mix therein. Perhaps you might throw in Kevin Hart right now as highest grossing with ticket sales, and they're supported by white people. You won't find people disagree with this. So why is that the case? Oh, that's right. It's not a vanity project. It's actually, you have to be funny. And so you see a lot of black men do well in stand-up comedy. Yeah. Good for them. Good.
I don't even have a problem with that. It's TV commercials. They are overrepresented by 3,000%.
Yeah.
If you took a person that came to this country, spending a 5 minute, he watched TV for 10 minutes, he'd think it was 80-20 black to white.
He would.
It blows my mind. It's insane.
Yeah.
And then, I'm talking.
That is true.
Every commercial opens on a black family doing white shit, of course. Never kicking the out of somebody in a basketball court.
Yeah.
But, you know.
It's the black family in the Simply Safe with the white guy and the handlebar mustache.
Oh, my God. Bo Burnham's great.
Yes. Yeah. You got Ed Begley.
His song, Welcome to the Internet, perfectly represents the Internet at the time that he wrote it. Like 100%. Technically still, but...
And you're breaking into the house.
Exactly right.
Oh yeah, they need to bring Nico Bellic back, at least for cameo in GTA 6, if it's even any good.
Green Mile protecting the white family. Yeah, okay.
Hey man, thank God for Simply Safe.
Yeah. Man.
Look, man.
Too many white people.
Put a brother on the lawn.
And speaking of which, that's a perfect transition. We put this in just for you as an add-on to this segment.
Oh, please don't get me
next.
Alyssa Thomas from the WNBA. Don't say who. She. She decided to complain to the whole world that they were out to get her after the incident that she doesn't even know about with Caitlin Thomas. Oh, sorry, Caitlin Clark.
I'm crazy. You know, playing the game.
Yes.
Being suspended. Just the whole narrative that's being painted out there. It's unfortunate.
I mean, it's good to see that Juicy Smouye is still getting work. This girl looks just like Jessie Smollett.
That you're violent? This over basketball. A lot of us, myself included, didn't even know the play took place until after you know, the game, and you know, now we're being painted as thugs, and
you are like, it was mad. Like it looked like one of those scenes where zombies swarm a body. When Caitlin Clark hit the floor, 3 people jumped on her.
Victim.
The shoe fits.
And used her to pick themselves up.
Let me give you the highlights from that. She didn't know that the play had taken place. Now we're being painted as thugs. It's unacceptable. Here's the play she's describing in question.
Yeah. Like, look at this. Look at this.
Ooh,
that's a fantasy for a black person.
Like, look at this.
In question.
Like, and it's even worse if you see it pushed back about 5 more seconds. If I had more time, I would do that, but I don't.
To the ground and ooh.
Neither of these two were even blocking her. The white girl was blocking her, I'm pretty sure. And then stepped over her, like she wasn't even fucking there.
I didn't know.
Was that a human I was kneeling on?
By the way, it's
black person.
A hand to the neck. Ooh,
That's a fantasy for a black person.
a hand to the neck, and then.
Oh, was she?
And then went back to playing the fucking game like no one's on the.
Was that a?
Like if this had been anyone else, I'm honestly surprised that her team didn't help pick her up, but they were also trying to play the game that the ref didn't call anything on. The refs are cool with this. The refs love this. And the funny thing is, none of these people would even be. No one would know who any of these people are. No one would know who Angel Reese is without Caitlin Clark. The only reason people know who she is because she misses more shots than anyone in the league. She rebounds them all with the me bounds, and her beef with Caitlin Clark. That's the only reason people know her. And she's gotten a crappy podcast and a modeling career out of this. She looks like Sid the Sloth from Ice Age, and she got a modeling career.
A human I was kneeling on?
By the way, it's called consequences. Like you start going after a player, like when Michael Jordan, when they played when they played the Pistons and they had their battle, people hated the Pistons for doing that to Michael Jordan, the very best player, the symbol of the NBA, and going after him. They hated him for doing that.
But they had to do it
because they didn't want the Bulls to win. This is the same thing.
But it was
A
brutal.
star player, and everybody in the WNBA tries to hurt Caitlin Clark. It seems. Right? It absolutely 100% is true. You see it over and over and over and over again, and then you see that on top of it, and you're like, you
literally on top of her.
Pissed off at you. It's called consequences.
But the Michael Jordan thing didn't have a racial component to it like this does.
No, I mean, Bill.
But nobody brings that up. When you listen to this being reported, it's like when they show 400 black teens overrunning a mall, and they go, "Young teens."
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, we're never gonna solve this problem until you can say a group of black teens.
Yeah. I was on HLN. I don't remember if it was Dr. Drew back then. I was between contracts. I don't know if it was Nancy Grace. I don't know. I did some show on HLN. And this was when the knockout game was new.
Oh, I remember HLN.
And there was a whole package. And then they go to us, the panel. They go, and so what are your views on this? Is this something that you're familiar with? And I said, no. Who plays it?
Dead silent.
Everyone went silent. Because everyone knew. It just, then the conversation had to transition. By the way, it's biting the hand that feeds you. It's killing your meal ticket. If you look at the 2020, the Indiana Fever, and I had to look this up because I don't know any WNBA teams, their opener with Clark had 2.7 million viewers. All other Clark games, if she's in there, 1.26. Any game without Caitlin Clark, 790,000 viewers.
Yeah. And that's up over
and that's one barbecue.
She's been in the league.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the person that they're cheap shotting, and that's, I can't believe people would portray us as thugs. Here's what will happen. If they were to hurt her and she's out and the ratings are hurt, they'll ask to be subsidized by the men's league because they can't make a go of it themselves.
No, they've already been doing that, and they actually gave them more money for being irrelevant, except for Caitlin Clark, who looks like Screech from Saved by the Bell.
The cry racism.
Yeah.
And then to make matters worse, here's you
or Nogla from the Vanos crew.
Ocho, yeah.
Ocho.
Ocho. She says she's bad for the league.
He's the one who says it's Clark that's bad for the league. She was the one to be clear on the bottom.
The W at this junction in time would be better without Caitlin Clark because she is a bigger distraction than she is an additive. Wrong.
What's a distraction is those stupid ass glasses that you're wearing. Like, I bet they're not even prescription. They don't fit your head, bub. Like, look at that right there. That big old bulge is pushing them way higher than they should be. You'd know that if you could read.
Caitlin Clark has gotten the WNBA over the necessary threshold they needed. Now people are watching.
Oh, so
now
use the white girl and kick her out.
In the W. Talent that's actually...
No, there's one talent in the WNBA. There's other talented people, yes. There's also that blonde girl who's always keeping people off Caitlin Clark.
Even greater than Caitlin Clark.
No, they're not. No, there's not.
They
can't be objective. Sorry.
But now that the eyes are there, we don't necessarily need her anymore. Let's just go Old Testament of the book. Okay. Moses.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
The Israelites needed Moses to get past.
See, he said book. He's wearing glasses, so people believe that he's read one. I don't believe that. I think that this is a mark from where he didn't know how to put on glasses the first time, and he put them far too high. This isn't a style thing.
Past the Red Sea. After we got past the Red Sea, appreciate you. We don't
what
really
a hateful.
need you no
What a
more.
hateful.
Is he a black Hebrew Israelite?
He's
just a racist piece of garbage.
He didn't ultimately get him to the promised land unless we can take off our gloves for Caitlin Clark.
This guy's
and start
retarded.
trying to act like she's a messiah. The
What a
WNBA
racist piece of shit.
and would be better off without Caitlin Clark.
That's not
At
true.
least without this version
she
of
gets
everybody
CTE.
coddling and caressing and
No,
catering
no one's coddling. They're just saying, "Hey, everyone's beating the shit out of her. Could you call a foul?"
to
Okay,
Caitlin Clark.
really quickly, let me just take that. He goes, well, since she got the necessary eyeballs, now we don't need her. That's what he's describing is what people refer to, or commonly did, using, exploiting someone, taking advantage.
what are you talking
and then
about, exploitation?
discarding them, disregarding their humanity, to be clear. So let's use, she got eyeballs, and then we don't need her anymore. Well, what do you think happens when she goes away? Same thing that we see happening now.
You know,
When she's not
eyeballs,
playing,
like
only
my-
do
like
that
my
over
glasses are covering.
seasons. They take for granted that it'll always be this good. Now apply that same mindset to the United States of America. Yet we're better off that there was a civil war, that we were freed. I mean, if we went to the old country, right? If we went to the motherland, we went back to the cradle of civilization, we would be enslaved again.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
You know, we're glad you fought for our freedom. We got that. We got the right to vote. But since we don't need you anymore, now we're going to do our own thing.
Yeah.
Can you imagine a white golf broadcaster when Tiger was at his peak? First time he, flipped his truck and said, you know what, we got what we need out of him. Golf's bigger than ever.
Right.
Yeah, we don't need
Get rid of
anything
him.
else.
That guy right there isn't capable of being objective about race, which is true of about, I'd say, 85% of black people.
Yeah.
I don't care if they're judges, lawyers. It's why they shouldn't be on juries, by the way. I just
certainly not
that
when they
to
say.
me, I got more respect when a black guy plays the knockout game than what that jerk off just said. Honestly, that hatred is at a level that, and it's just totally racial.
Of course.
Let's take the analogy that he used, because he wanted to go to the good book. He wanted to open the Old Testament.
Hey, man, Moses.
Let's go right there. All right, so Moses delivered the Hebrews out of bondage. That was the WNBA before Caitlin Clark. Nobody cared. Nobody.
You're talking about Moses Malone, right?
Yes, the very first thing they did when they got free was like, well, at least we had stuff back in Egypt, and why do we have to be wandering in the desert? They literally started complaining and complaining, and you know what God did? He forced them to walk in the desert for 40 years until all those idiots died. That's the analogy. You can get rid of Caitlin Clark, and God will make the WNBA walk in the wilderness of nobody viewing unless somebody's throwing a dildo on the court, and the dadgum WNBA will die.
It's like a Waze app.
I'm actually on board now. I'm sorry. That sounds like a great plan to me.
Well, as far as call her daddy and Ocho, look, I hear you guys loud and clear, all right? America is still racist. And
Breaking news, Pierce Morgan is officially throwing his girlfriend, wife out for cucking him for so long. At least that's what I asked him on this post. That's the only good outcome for this. Anyway, sorry, continuing.
And it sucks, and it's gotten no better, and you don't need us anymore. There's always Liberia.
You know, we can't talk about...
We are ready to kill.
We
I'm the white man now.
Can't Fly Spirit, but I think Frontier has a couple.
They do.
We have to talk about her protector, Sophie.
Oh, yeah.
And, oh, my God. She's my favorite athlete on the planet right now.
I know you tell me about
really funny, too.
She is hilarious and
It's on social media,
beautiful
that's the only reason I know.
and just... I saw the pointing. I saw the pointing. It was childish, but you know what? It worked.
Oh yeah,
It's
no, she
hilarious.
is. She's hilarious and she's beautiful and she's
Stuff,
tough
like,
as
putting, like, a voodoo
shit.
curse on her, like she was stealing
And
her
she's a
soul.
pretty good
Don't do
baller.
that to me. Don't put that evil on me.
It's kind of like Gretzky having these enforcers like, hey, if you mess with this person, you know who's coming out.
Yeah,
Take care
a
of you.
blonde-haired,
And
blue, which they hate, by the way. I lived in
course
L.A. Black girls used to push my wife off the sidewalk.
Oh, my gosh.
You know.
Really?
Well, I used to tell them to.
You paid him a little money.
Yeah, I slipped them
Wait for the car next
four
time.
spot.
But,
Hold on. One.
It's here.
All right, that's it. That's it for that. Let's watch a little bit of this.
Images from the Odyssey.
So these came out.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Have you seen the other
trash.
Photos? Oh man.
She used to be so pretty.
There's a trailer. It came
She
out 8
really
hours
did.
ago. It has 22,000 dislikes.
Remember when she was young and pretty? She never really had big boobs, but
Don't you remember?
Yeah, I saw this. Yeah, there it is.
Fire.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Death. My dad is coming home.
You're pining for a daddy you didn't even know, like some sniveling bastard. I could take the throne.
They're not giving up power to you.
Who doesn't understand pain? Or blood? The gods told you.
Well, I don't really like Matt Damon as Odysseus. I'm not even talking about Helen of Troy. I feel like the only character in this entire thing that like really fit, you know, Robert Pattinson being like the main suitor who's trying to usurp Odysseus is like, definitely this is clean. This is really good. Otherwise, I mean, I just don't see Matt Damon as Odysseus.
After bitching that someone who's Puerto Rican wasn't playing Luigi in an animated movie, and now he's going to play a European in the Odyssey. Fucking retard behavior, bud.
There's something about him. People are speculating about the studio. The studio is panicking. Are they really? I mean, there is a lot of negative sentiment about the Odyssey. There is. Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey to skip social media influencer screenings. Yeah, because they don't want to. The thing is that inside of the media ecosystem, the most important thing for them is to maintain the artificial majority that they have. So whenever they have something like The Odyssey or whatever that comes out, social media will drill down on this because here's the fundamental reality. Not a single mainstream publication will criticize the casting of a black actress as Helen of Troy as a very clearly socially motivated political decision. Like, everybody knows Helen of Troy wasn't black. Casting a black female as Helen of Troy is obvious social messaging, and it just immediately kills the immersion for a movie. And I think that most people see that for what it is. And you effectively ask them, I want you to engage in this fantasy with me that you know they're bullshitting. I know they're bullshitting. Everybody knows they're bullshitting. Social media is the only environment.
And they would complain that if anyone who wasn't trans is playing a trans person, but they won't complain if Ellen Page plays a man or a woman. Because, of course, Ellen Page is whatever she wants to be.
Where people like this are able to express their...
Or sorry, Elliot Page. I'll use her new name since she legally changed it, I believe.
Because the opinion that I just shared is an opinion that you are effectively not allowed to have. But here's where the problem comes. Is that the problem is that if
the source material,
feel that way,
the new interpretation of the Odyssey,
or referring that or reflecting that, then where's the representation? Like, just overall, I just feel like a lot of people are kind of sick of it. I think they're sick of it.
Yeah. So anyway, speaking of gay stuff, wait, where'd it go? Where'd it go?
And people are losing their minds trying to sabotage the reflecting pool. Looks like the park police are using plainclothes informant.
Oh, there it is.
You know, we've got to find better consent. Do it. They do it every year. Can you believe that? It's where they actually pat themselves on the back for what? Saying.
We're gonna burn through this real quick.
Royalty. It's time for No Canada.
No Canada, where you have no freedoms of speech. Canada, your prime minister's a beach.
We are supposed to treat them like they're a legitimate country. Here's a Prime Minister, Mark Carney, being gay.
You know, we've got to fight for our rights. We've got to respect each other, love who we want to love, work together, and no better city than Toronto.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Fuck it.
Which 100% fine. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if there are pride parades once per year. But keep the nudity and all the fetish shit out of it in public. What are we doing?
Question.
And yes, only one parade per year.
That heterosexual people in Canada have that homosexual people do not. One. So if all, and it's a trick question. There are
giving blood?
Oh, that would. You can't give blood if you were in London's West End in the 70s or 80s. Whenever I go to give blood, like because of mad cow, I'm like, that's a very odd question.
I know. I give it like every 4 months, and there's 400 questions you have to answer every time you do it. It might as well just say, "Do you suck dick?"
Yes.
One question.
Yeah.
Every one of them is gay related. Have you had sex with a male behind a dumpster in the last week?
Like, if you are a lady, disregard it because for some reason God
was there a
enabled
video?
biology that women are immune.
How did you know that?
If they have all the same rights, when you say fighting for rights, what rights are you fighting for?
To party.
You're just fighting for privileges. You're just fighting for special set-asides. That's the problem, right? Progress for the sake of progress, it invariably, without exception, simply leads to moral decay and degeneracy. All right, you can share property. Okay, if it's the final scene in Philadelphia, your buddy can come in and you can put him into the will. There's nothing left that you need to fight for. Oh, that's right. Now we have the trans kids. Oh, that's right. Now we need special set-asides. A few quick facts about Canada. Check the references. We make them available every show, 11 a.m. as we stream.
Oh, look at that. There they were.
75,000 MAID deaths, right? Assisted suicide. It's the 5th leading cause of death in the country.
And rising.
For Canada.
What is?
MAID.
MAID. Assisted suicide. Call the government. Ring, ring. Kill me, please.
Not assisted suicide. Marketed to you as easy suicide.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought it was freezing to death. All right.
It's like, here, we'll do it so you don't go to hell.
And if you're, by the way, if you're on the
Is that how that
sick list,
works?
They call you, like, hey, we still have that death plan. That actually happens.
Have you thought about ending it all?
1 in 3 Canadian women will have an abortion in their lifetime, publicly funded, without any limits. And then minors.
1 in how many?
1 in 3 Canadian women will have an abortion in their lifetime, publicly
My God.
funded, without any limits. And then minors as young as 13 can transition in Canada without parental consent, and you could go to jail if you refer to your daughter as your daughter.
Well.
So.
You know, the way they want it on the coastal states. Or at least in the coastal cities.
Eat a dick, Canada.
Canada, your kids will be taken from you.
Starmer makes Trudeau look like Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
This guy's a bag of jizz, isn't he?
Yes. Living in Canada sounds like, I lived there. It's hell on earth compared to the United States. You guys don't even realize.
Oh, well, that was short. But yeah, like those few things, the fact that there's government-assisted self-deletion, we'll say, even though I think I already said suicide. Shit! I'm a retard, yes. But yeah, Canada sucks. Stop the freaking presses. But yeah, guys, that's going to be all for today. I've actually run way over. I am, again, there will be a show tomorrow. Depending on what happens today. But I'm going to, let's be honest, I'll probably do a longer format show today, tomorrow. But for sure, the longer format shows should start on Monday. Instead of waking up and getting all my stuff started at 5, making my breakfast and all that, I'm going to start about an hour earlier to get the show started about an hour earlier. That way, if there's more to tell or more to go through, yeah, I'm basically gonna do similar to a couple of people that I've been watching on Kick and Rumble, and then on the weekends get some clips together or at least segments and put those over here on YouTube and on Rumble. And I'll probably have some special cuts on locals eventually. But yeah, for the most part, Twitch is not going to be a thing except for gaming content. Just because it's kind of retarded over there. And I'm just going to see if I can, because I do have monetization on Twitch. But only just so. And I don't have that many people over there. So, but anyway, guys, I appreciate you all. Yunuka, I'm going to get some of those backgrounds done today, probably at lunch. So be on the lookout for those, bub. And yeah, y'all have a fantastic day. Shapeshifter, always a pleasure. You guys make every day worthwhile, and I very much appreciate it. Evil Sizer, it's good to see you in here today. The spamming chuds on Kick, I appreciate the engagement. And yeah, You guys are great. We will see you tomorrow. And who knows, I might even do a 4th of July stream. We'll see. But y'all have a great day. This is Alfie Animus for the Associated Guest signing out. Have a great holiday weekend.